Hi folks, I'm Alan Lewis and I'm so glad to have this chance to share a vitally important message with you. You see, almost everything you think you know about the economy, everything you hear reported in the mainstream financial news media, and everything you were taught in your college and high school economics classes is just off the mark. Now, if what you have been taught by and hear from the experts in the media were true, you would believe that they know all about how to manage an economy and make it prosper. You would believe that it's all those danged Democrats' fault, or if you are a Democrat, it's all those danged Republicans' fault that we're suffering. But with the real unemployment rate now pushing near 25%, interest rates on your savings near zero, and real inflation rates pushing past 5%, maybe to 6%, which means that your real return on savings is negative now. And how about all the new records being made in foreclosures and bankruptcies? Nothing should be more obvious than that these experts don't have it figured out. You see, we all live our lives like fish in this ocean we call the economy. Most of the time we don't pay that much or any attention to it. We just live our lives, go to work and do the best we can to keep up and get ahead, pay our bills, and hope that we can put something away for the future when we hope to retire and coast our way into peaceful old age. And even if we don't, we have this secret hope, our ace in the hole, so to speak, that Social Security will kick in and start paying us back all the money that the government has been taking out of our paychecks our whole lives. And that will give us the financial security that we can depend on. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. The emperor has no clothes. In other words, there's a huge bamboozle going on. It can't last forever. We are facing an inevitable collapse that is going to cause massive unemployment, shocking price increases, disappearing asset values, and real pain and suffering. And so how do I know all this? Am I just a gloom and doomer peddling snake oil? Well, frankly, I'm happy to say that I didn't make any of this up. I haven't invented a single economic thing. I've been studying economic theory for 30 years. And I can tell you that mainstream economics in all the world today, it's called Keynesianism, by the way, is pure bunk. Sure, it passes for legitimate science because it's all dressed up in calculus and esoteric jargon. It has its anointed high priests in black robes with PhDs and Nobel Prizes, but it serves just one purpose: to enrich and empower the insiders and their friends and supporters, and to fool you. Happily, there have been and continue to be a quiet group of scholars that get little or no attention who have figured out the truth. Blessed truth. They're called the Austrian School of Economics because several of the original founders were from Austria clear back in the late 1800s. Now, how can we know that the Austrian economists have got it right? Well, first of all, they've got a perfect track record. They are the only ones who have consistently and correctly foreseen economic catastrophes before they occurred. Secondly, they are the only ones who have consistently and correctly explained the reasons for the booms, the busts, the inflations, deflations, and economic prosperity. And thirdly, and perhaps most importantly, they make perfectly logical sense. It doesn't require an advanced degree to understand what they're talking about, and they don't hide behind mind-boggling graphs and charts and equations. And really, isn't that consistent with what you have learned from life? The truth is simple. We just have to be willing to see it. You have got to understand what's going on. It's not too late to prepare yourself, but you know that you must learn and prepare before the crisis hits. So here's what I've done. I put together a basic nuts and bolts course for you that will give you everything you need to get started. You'll find that once your eyes have been opened, you'll want to spend the rest of your life learning so much that has been deliberately concealed or ignored in history and politics and so much more. I can give you what you need to get started. I cover all the important concepts. I explain the Austrian way of understanding things like inflation, the business cycle, fractional reserve banking, and too much more to mention in this short video. This is economics for the rest of us. It's a down-to-earth program that's all recorded for you so you can take it at your own pace and on your own schedule. I've got short little review quizzes after each 10 to 15 minute segment to help you gauge how well you've understood the material. and which would be great for teenagers that need to know how the economy really works. And here's what I think is another great item. I'm also going to teach you how to get reliable sources for current events, market commentary, and analysis of recent developments so that you'll know where to find trustworthy information and how to prioritize your preparations. Now, this is really critical. I'm not just teaching you for your intellectual pleasure. I'm preparing you to jump in and start taking concrete actions to make the changes in your life and your finances that will inoculate you from the disaster that will be unfolding in a town near you soon. So, if you want to understand how the world really works, click on the link below to check out the full course description over at austrianed.org. Also, this is a great course for your older teenagers to get exposed to the ideas that provide a foundation for free enterprise and entrepreneurial success. Thanks for listening, and I'll look forward to meeting you over at www.austrianed.org.